Stop for a moment. I know it looks like I'm using pro gear, but I promise you this is all mouse work. No clickbait, just a lot of clicking. I'm a learner just like you. And honestly, it's not always pretty. You're going to see me zoom in and out 1,000 times just to fix one line. But I wanted to show you that you don't need a proper setup to start. You just need practice. Look at this. The constant zooming, the shaky lines, the control plus every 3 seconds. This is the reality of drawing with a mouse. It's not always beautiful. In fact, most of the time, it's a struggle. I'm not a natural talent, and I'm definitely not a pro. I'm just someone who refused to stop practicing. If you've ever felt like a no one because you don't have the right tools, watch this to the end. It's worth it. I see a lot of comments from people saying they wish they could draw, but they don't have the gear. I want to tell you something. I was a no one without practice. I didn't wake up one day and know how to do this. This result you're seeing on the screen right now, it's just the result of hours of trial and error. I practiced until my hand cramped, and I'm still practicing now. We are all no ones until we put in the work. Since the full tutorials are coming after my 5th artwork, I want you to use this video as a study session. Don't just watch the colors, look at the layers. Watch how I build the base before I ever touch the details. Look at the brushes I'm picking. I'm using specific ones that help hide the jitter of a mouse. Pay attention to how I pick colors to create depth when I can't rely on pen pressure. You can learn a lot just by observing the rhythm. Notice how much I'm zooming in and out? That's the mouse artist tax. Without a pen, you lose that natural flow, so you have to compensate with focus. It's annoying, it's slow, and sometimes it feels like it's not going anywhere. But look at how the shapes start to form anyway. Even with the problems, even with the technical limits, the art still happens if you don't quit. I'll be honest with you guys, doing this with a mouse takes twice as long as it would with a tablet. It can be draining. Your support is what keeps me motivated to keep clicking. When you subscribe or leave a comment, it reminds me that there's a whole community of us budget artists trying to break through. It makes the hand cramps and the long hours feel like they're for something bigger. This is artwork number, and as soon as that fifth one drops, the doors open. I'm going to record everything, every setting, every shortcut, every mouse hack I know. Until then, keep your eyes on the process. Focus on the shapes, and most importantly, don't put your mouse down. If I can do this, you can too. Show some love, hit subscribe, and let's keep breaking limits. I'll see you in the next one.